Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I'm Crash Rowser, and it's once again time to Crash Scouts with the end of the year tradition that continues every year. Just like always, it's a Q&A. Don't mind my hair. I'm having some weird hair issues recently. I got my hair cut, like, not even joking, 2 months ago, and it hasn't grown back properly since. That's why I took time off, actually. My doggie is ripping up her bed, so if you hear any noise in the background, it's probably her. But welcome to the Q&A. If you guys don't know what this is, at the end of every year I either do one of two things, where I either do a huge Q&A where I get you guys to leave questions, and then I answer them randomly, or I answer every single one of them like I did last year, or I do like a big live stream. And last year I did a Q&A, and this year I'm just going to do a Q&A again, because that's really all I got the time for, let's be honest here. So what I did was I made a video there on December... Maggie, get back here. Come on. No, come here. Go lie down. I can't have her out because I don't want to bark and stuff. Go lie down. Good girl. So what I did was I made a video there on the 21st, which was my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. And I'm recording this on my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. It's ironic. They're both like together. My mom actually catched up with my dad for 2 days. But I made a video on the 21st asking you guys to leave me questions. We had 300 comments, so thank you all so much for leaving a question. Now the thing is I'm using a random name picker, random comment picker, actually, not the random name picker. And what it does is it actually filters duplicate users. So if you already asked the question and you left multiple comments of like different questions, only one has the option to be chose. Hey look, I'm not wearing my glasses on camera. This is a rare sight. So we're going to be doing 25 questions. I'm actually going to grab my clicker. There it is. 226. 226 what? Oh, this is my encounters. Oops. I guess I'm not searching for Score Bunny anymore. Haven't done that in months anyways. But yeah, I got a little clicker, so when it gets to number 25, that's going to be the last question. We're not going to waste any more time. We already got the comments picked. We have 264 unique comments. 25 of those are going to be chosen. Now the big thing, if your question does not get asked, at some point I will reply to your comment in the comment section. That's usually what I try to do. I try to be able to reply to everyone's questions, even if it's already been asked. If a question's already been asked, I'm just going to leave that one and then skip to the next question. Okay, so here we go. You got a bunch of different names. So I'm going to say the username and all this. So question number 1 is from Dragon Knight Flares. What is your favorite fire element Skylander? We can do pick another one after. I was kind of confused for a second there. So, for a while, I had one that I was like kind of stuck on, and I'm like, yeah, this is the one, but it's actually changed. I'm actually tied now between Lava-Lance Eruptor, Spitfire, and Sunburn. So if I ever do my top, yeah, that's right, Sunburn, you heard me. I also love Flameslinger too, so there's a nice one. If I had to pick one, and this is going to be probably contradictory to what I'm going to do for my every ranked, I'm going to have to go with Spitfire, because I love playing a Spitfire. I absolutely love Lava-Lance Eruptor too, but I got to pick Spitfire. He is, oh, I forgot to do this. He is one of the most fun Skylers you can play as, because he has everything. He has speed, strength, range, I guess, with the tornado thing that I don't really use, but he's really good. And I mean, Lava-Lance Eruptor, you've seen me playing with him in the Supercharged Lock. I absolutely love playing as him. So yeah, it's kind of the thing there. There we go. I'm going to be texting on and off too. It's my dad's birthday, so I'm messaging him, you know. But yeah, so my favorite fire element Skylar is going to be Spitfire. Thank you so much, Dragon Knight Flares, for watching and leaving a question. We're going to pick another winner now. Who's going to be next? Who's lucky number 2? It is Jacob Wood, who has a very funny picture. It's like a dude looks like Shrek. I would have the comments come up here, but I just honestly don't have the time to edit the comments in. I have to find the comments and all that stuff. I know, it's ridiculous. Number 2, if you could only play one Skylanders game for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? Well, I sat down and made an over-hour video about Superchargers, so it's very obvious I'm picking Skylander Ring of Heroes. I cannot stop playing that game. That's a joke, by the way. I haven't even touched the new revamp. I'm not going to either. I have literally no interest in that game. But yeah, Superchargers, 100%. This is one game that I can play over and over again, just because even though it's the same story every time, but you're playing as different Skylanders, there's always a unique thing you can do. There's always the racing mode. There's always something to do. And of course, there's dailies. You can go on to every single day and play the dailies. So you can do your battle with Chaos and Skystones. You can do all of Hugo's challenges, all of Tessa's challenges, and all of Pendergast's challenges. So every day you have something new at least. So that's one of the reasons I like that too. And I mean, if you want more information, I have an hour-long video on the channel where I talk about Superchargers and why it's the best game in the franchise. And a lot of people actually were like, you know what, Crash, I can't disagree. You sat down and you did that video, so, you know, But yes, thank you so much, Jacob Wood, for having that. I can actually view your channel, which is pretty cool. It gives you an option to view channels. That's why I like. I guess you can do that so you can make sure they subscribed or something. Yeah, but thank you, Jacob Wood, for that comment. Who's number 3? Next up, ooh, lots of names. Lots of good names coming up. Lots of ones to recognize. Next is Awesome Diamond 7. How do you not get bored ever? I mean, there's only so much you can do. I don't know if he means on YouTube or in general. In general, I have ADHD. Everything's an adventure. But for YouTube, it's it's because I enjoy it. I know there's only so much you can do, yes, but if you look at my channel, how much new stuff have I come up with in the past 5, coming on 6 years in the history of the show. I did Crash Smash, that's not on there anymore, which I think I might try to revamp in next year once another one of my new series is done. Just saying. Skylar Survivor got 2 seasons. Every lock I've ever done, Honesty Half Hour, Second Chance, my top 5s. That's just to name a few. And then I got new series coming out too, like the new ones that I mentioned in a previous video. And they're coming out there next year in the new series when I revamp and restart the channel. So like, there's always something to do. That's the thing. I don't get bored because you guys aren't getting bored with it. I feel like I can make content every day and release it and you guys would still watch it. I can make the content myself and enjoy it, which is the big part. And that's the reason I don't get bored, is because this is a franchise that I truly enjoy. I mean, I don't know everything about it. I still learn new things about this all the time. Watch episode 50 and episode 75 on the Honesty Half Hour. I learn new things on both of those episodes. So, like, it's a franchise that I've been playing for years, but there's still a lot I can learn and a lot I can do with it. And I prove that with almost every video I upload. Well, basically every single video I upload. And that's the big thing, is that I don't get bored just because it's not boring. I can always find something to do, you know? And I try to come up with unique ideas. I don't try to rip off anyone's other's ideas. Now, I know I do a lock and someone's like, blah, blah, did this lock first. And I'm like, you do realize that I invented the locks for these games, really. So, like, I'm not ripping off anyone. It's just, I just only do 1 lock a week. And then so many other people upload videos. So, like, I'm trying not to rip anyone off. And I'm not going out of my way and doing like, oh, this person did the lock first. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to be doing it now. Hey, so yeah, that's how I answer the question, is that the fact that I don't get bored is because there's always something you can do, even though it said there's only so much you can do. That's a lie, Mr. Awesome Diamonds. There is not much you can do. There's so much you can do, because this mind, it don't stop, baby. ADHD, no stopping. Someone get on the train. It go non-stop. Ooh, what's this? Oh, is he... Sorry. My girlfriend just texted me a picture of a dog, and I'm a dog lover. Right, Miss Moo? So she has 2 beds. I'm actually going to show you this. So I'm going to get the next comment ready to go there. But I got to show you this because of my stupid doggy. Just don't mind the mess and everything. So this is her bed, as you can see. She has this one big bed right here. This is her bed. She loves this bed. Look where she's sleeping. That is a bed that's old. It's literally ripped apart. She's sleeping in that bed. Maggie, what are you doing? Like, she has this giant bed. Look at this. This is a huge bed. This is huge. This is my hand on it, for example. And that's the bed she's sleeping in. Yeah, I'm talking about you. This is my life. Hello, this is my life. And I love it. She's my girl. We always record together. She's the best at it. We're filming. All right. Had to quickly reply to that. So number 4, we have Serbian Skylands. I actually have had this person on the channel for a very long time, so that's awesome. What are 10 SkyTubers you recommend people to watch? Ooh, okay. So there's not a lot of SkyTubers I actually watch on my own time. But let's see, let's think of 10 now. Well, number 1, I always talk about Mr. Underrated himself, Ignite the Fire. He is killing it in the Skylander game. He uploads like 2 or 3 videos a day half the time. He does live streams and everything. If anyone deserves the love and support, it is Ignite the Fire. 100%. Go check out Ignite's channel. Along with that, 2Wee Me, sorry. I always screw up your name. I'm very sorry. That's one of them. I did shout out Bomb03 recently and found out that they deleted their channel, so I'm not sure why. Of course, my best friend Portal Master. Love that guy. He deserves all the support because he's just a great SkyTuber channel in general. There's also channels like Portal Master Eon, Tyler, I think his name is. Skylanders Tyler, I think his name is. I forget names. I'm very sorry. But there's a lot of them, and like I just forget the usernames. That's the best way to describe it. There's Alex Windmiller that I did a video for recently. By the time this is uploaded, it'll actually hopefully be out. Fingers crossed. You can check his video. I might leave a comment below about it. Actually, Alex, leave a comment. Alec is his name, I think. Is it Alec or Alex? Regardless, I did a little intro for his video so he's an up-and-coming SkyTuber. Check him out. Now, if I look at you and I say, man, I was like, if I didn't mention your name and you're a SkyTuber that's up-and-coming and all this, Crypt Crusher, my boy, I forgot about him. Sorry about that, dude. Check it out. I'm going to open up the comments. If you're a SkyTuber, leave it in the comments below saying, hey, I make Skylander content. Come check out my videos. I'm giving you permission to promote it because right now I'm not coming back till February and people need content. So go check out the new SkyTubers. I will support every single one that pops up there. If I see potential, I'll give you shout outs like I do with Ignite. Ignite was one of those people who used to come into the live stream and always promote his content. And I used to get pissed about it. I was telling Jack before, I was like, Ignite's like, he got to stop promoting himself. But then he started getting better and started realizing he doesn't need to promote himself like that and all that. And that's one thing that I 100% grow to respect with Ignite the Fire. And he's one of the best SkyTubers out there now because of it. So that's it. But yeah, 10 SkyTubers, I can't really name 10 because I don't really watch 10, as horrible as this. But yeah, leave your comments below if you are a SkyTuber. Leave your comment below, say, hey, I make the videos, you should come check them out. Now, I may have to hell for review all of them because if you're promoting for some reason it always goes to spam, especially if you leave your channel link even though it's literally your username. Or let me know a SkyTuber you watch that I might not. So leave that in the comments. But thank you, Serbian Skylands. I think they make content too, so go check them out. Alright, number 5. So, number 5. Elizabeth Parnham, as I clicked. Out of all the games, which variants do you not have? I have a nice few variants I'm missing, actually. I know the rarer ones, for example, like Royal Double Trouble. I'm missing him. I'm missing a couple. I got all the legendaries, I think. No, I don't. I'm missing legendary blades. I'm missing legendary blades and legendary not head rush, bushwhack. I'm missing him. I know that. I'm missing regular Jingle Bell regular Chompy Mage, and regular Cobra Kadabra. I can't really think of a lot of variants I'm missing, like out of the top of my head. That was a few, for example. Because I got everyone else. Although I don't have red camo, like the clear red camo. Now, my thing with variants is I will not go out of my way and buy a Skylander that doesn't show up in the game and buy a lot of money for it. And this is coming from a guy who's probably spent a lot of money on that. But for me, I don't want to buy a Skylander if it doesn't have a in-game variant. Like, for a lot of money, that is. Like Granite Crusher, for example, I got him for a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it because of the fact that he... I'm missing a Nitro, too. I mentioned Nitro Crypt King. I think that's the only Nitro I'm missing now. Is there a Nitro for Imaginators that I missed? Or Superchargers? Superchargers I know has a Nitro Stealth Sticker, which I have, and I have... I'm missing 2 Nitros. No, I got the Soda Skimmer. I think I'm missing 2. I forget which one. Crypt King and someone else. I have Nitro Head Rush. I have Nitro Magna Charge and Nitro Freeze Blade. And I think I'm missing another Nitro besides for Crypt King. Anyways, regardless, off tangent. Yeah, I don't like having variants that don't show up in game. That's the best way to describe it, is I'm not going to go on my way and pay a lot of money for a Skylander that does not have a visual change in game, and I'm not a fan of that. So, yeah, there is a nice few variants I'm missing. Next year, I'll be doing another my complete collection video where I sit down and show off all the Skylander in my video, because I do that every second year, and I did do it last year for 2019, so this year 2021. So next year 2021, you'll see what I have. But yeah, so get ready for that one for next Crashmas, I guess. Ooh, what? Next Crashmas? That's gonna happen. Thank you, Elizabeth Purnham, for your comment. I 100% appreciate it. Next up, we have comment number 6. It is Jake Gerard. I've lost interest in Skylanders and want to get back into it. Any help to get back in? You're watching it. Basically, if it's obvious, Skylanders is not as big as it used to be. But the thing is, the fan base keeps it going, and there's always unique things you can do about Skylanders. So if you still have your Skylanders home, do a lock. Or do a solo run. Do one of those 2 things of a game that you enjoy. So take your favorite Skylander game, take your favorite Skylander, try to beat it with just the one Skylander. Or take your favorite element, take it in one of your least favorite games, and see if you can beat the whole thing with one element. So for myself, I would do a giant lock and Probably an air element. I don't think air is I think air might be my least favorite. You know, there's a few air Skylanders I really like, but there's a lot I don't like. So let's just say that, for example, play through Giants with air Skylanders. You know what? I'm going to give you a playthrough. How about this? You're going to do a lock on Swap Force, and you're going to do a Giants. You're going to play through Giant. You're going to play as all 8 Giants if you have all 8, and play through Swap Force. And for anybody else out there, do it too. If you have all 8 Giants, play through Swap Force with just Giants. How about that? There you go. So that's how you get back into it. Just play the game casually, or give yourself a little more challenge. Go and play a special way with like locks or solo runs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always that kind of thing. Like, I know it's a game that's the same exact storyline every time, but if you get a little more competitive and start doing locks and stuff like that, it's going to be better. There we go. So Jake Gerard, I hope you get back into the franchise. Thank you so much for your comment. I 100% appreciate that. Next up is Noah Sullivan. Jessup? He has a Among Us picture. I have not played Among Us, if anybody asks. What is your favorite part about Skylanders? Sitting right there. Or standing there. Wherever you're doing. Wherever you're watching this. It's you. The community. I love playing this game. I can sit down and play this game for hours. But I can tell you for a fact, I would not be playing this on my downtime if I didn't have a YouTube community. Because this is a franchise, as I mentioned previously, that isn't as popular as what it used to be. And you guys watching this video, guys and gals, don't worry, when I say guys, I mean both. You watching this video is someone who supports this franchise and wants to see it grow and wants to see it continue and all that. And that's my favorite thing about Skylanders, is that there is a community out there. It's hard to find. You might be local and be like, man, there's not a single person who plays Skylanders here. I've had 2 fans meet me in real life. They made my day. Parker and Cameron, that's your names. I have Cameron's drawing, actually. Hold on. I never thanked him this because unfortunately he was really busy at work, and Cameron, I'm totally sorry that I never got to say anything, but he gave me this drawing. Him and his sister made it, and it made my day. I am working on getting a frame for it, and I'm going to frame it. It's going to be behind me up on the wall there. So it's always amazing to see a franchise still going because of the fan base, and that's what I love about Skylanders, is there's a franchise and it's something you can talk to. I remember I was at work one day and I was out back for a second. One of my coworkers literally came back. She was like, "We need you out front. Someone's asking about Skylanders." And I was like, "What?" And she came in to ask questions about the portals, what you need for it. And I'm just like, wow, almost 10 years of knowledge about to come into play. And I was just being myself. And I didn't once mention the YouTube channel, which I should have. And I was like, man. And it's wild because, like, that was someone who just came in and was just like, do you guys know anything about it? And there was literally an expert sitting in the back room, for example. So yeah, that's one thing that I love, is just the fan base. Skylanders fan base is the best part of Skylanders and Bash. Thank you, Noah, for your question there. We're going to have our next one come up here. It is Free Shadow. Hey, Free Shadow. Free Shadow makes a lot of good content too, if I'm not mistaken. Unless are they still making content? Let's see. I can open this up, actually. Free Shadow still doing content? Give it a second load. My computer's really slow. No, they aren't, unfortunately. Free Shadow, get back into it. 6 subscribers. Everybody go subscribe to Free Shadow. Is there any Skylanders that you prefer a variant's coloring over the original? Scarlet Ninjini. I cannot stand regular Ninjini. I love Scarlet Ninjini a million times more than regular Ninjini. I think Scarlet Ninjini is a lot cooler. I think the pattern makes a lot more sense for a default one, and they should have made Mystical Ninjini as the purple one, and regular Ninjini as the red one. That's my hottest take of all time. I've actually said this to Jack numerous times before, that I was like, I prefer Scarlet Ninjini over any other variant. Like, I talked about my favorite variants, and you're going to be like, what are you talking about? You said your favorite variants is like Gnarly Tree Rex and all them. But no, I prefer Scarlet Tree Rex. Or Scarlet Tree Rex. That'd be a good one, though. Scarlet Ninjini. Someone art that. Scarlet Ninjini is a million times better than regular Ninjini. I would take that any day of the week. I am also a big fan of King Cobra Dabra's variant. Now, not just because I have it, I don't have the regular one, but looking at it, the white Cobra is a lot cooler than a black Cobra. Hey, don't you be barking now. She might do a little bark now because there's some noise outside or something. But yeah, Ninjini 100% needs to have the Scarlet Ninjini as the regular one. Don't know who in their right mind was like, hey, this is a great idea. We should have a purple genie. Wait, that makes sense. What is this? Whose birthday is it? It's Ken's birthday from Animal Crossing. Regardless, Free Shadow, thanks so much for your comment. Go check out Free Shadow. Make them get more content. How about that? Next we have Storm, who just left a comment, who didn't actually leave a question, so we're not going to count this one. Congrats on 8,000 subs, 10,000 soon. You're right, the channel's grown rapidly. It's insane. Thank you. Thank you for that comment that I hit 8,000. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's wild that next year I'm probably going to hit 10,000 subscribers. It was a lifelong goal of mine, and it's going to happen. It's wild. That wasn't a question, though. But thank you, Storm, for leaving your comment regardless. Dominic Rulli. Question number 9. What on paper or skills / stats would you say is the best Skylander or the worst, whatever you pick? All right. For stats and skills, I think the best Skylander for overall power, speed, strength, all of that is in Imaginators, is Flarewolf. Yeah. I could play through the entirety. Actually, I think I have a lot. I'm going to have a solo run of Flarewolf. Yeah, I do. I have it written down. I'm actually going to be doing a solo run of Flarewolf because I think his overall moveset is insanely good for range, speed, strength, all of it. And I'm actually really excited to start his solo run in months, actually, if I think about it, because he's going to be the last one on the list. But yeah, I think Flarewolf is actually the best Skylander when it comes to overall stats. Now, for personal, you're going to look at me like, Flarewolf isn't even on your top 5, Crash. What are you talking about? Or Flatwolf, sorry. But yeah, that's one of the Skylanders that I think is amazing overall. Along with that, Roller Brawl. Fantastic Skylander. One of the best when it comes to speed and strength, along with Frino. The original game, Trigger Happy is great too, but I think he's kind of a one-trick pony that most people just use his shooting. Drobot is great too, but my number one is going to be that. Now my worst, in my opinion, for overall everything, is Warnado. And I know a lot of people get upset about that, but it would be between him or Prison Break. But Prison Break has better defense, in my opinion. So I think Warnado is overall the worst when it comes to stats and everything. Leveled up, he might be a lot better, but man, I could not stand playing as Warnado during Honesty Half Hour. It hurt a lot. Now that could change. That can honestly change when I get to the actual skills and stuff. So for my opinion, Flatwolf is the best, and Warnado is the worst. Thank you, Dominic. Sorry, not Dominique. Oops. Dominic Roly-Poly-Oly. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, so thank you so much for your comment. I appreciate that. Lucky number 10 is Cubby1012. That has I don't know what that profile picture is. It's like a box and there's something in it. I think it's an animal. Is it a doghouse? I'm not sure. Cubby, leave me a comment. Let me know what that is. If you could make a Skylander, what would it be? An elephant. I realize that there's no elephant Skylanders. I realize that I don't even think in Imaginators you can make an elephant Skylander. Why is there not an elephant Skylander? Just this massive brawler elephant, you know? Think the elephant from Diddy Kong Racing, even blue, and he's just a brawler, you know? Just comes in, just goes swinging. But then he has the trunk ability that can shoot water. He's going to be a water element. So he's going to be a brawling water. So think Grave Clobber with a water spout nose. So the main move is going to be big clubs where he just goes bam, 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 bam. So think Wallop Slams. Here we go, Wallop Slams. That's his main move where he just slams on the ground. He can walk forward too. You can walk when he'll hit, or he'll stand there and just hit in one spot where he can just go bam, bam, bam. His second move is a water spout where he just goes and then he just spits out water, like a water gun attack, like Squirtle. So you can do that. You can actually turn, when you get an upgrade, he'll turn and be able to do that. And his third move is going to be a water circle and then a slam down. So he goes like that. That's a combo move. So you got to go circle. You got to go circle. No. You got to go second first, and he would go. He'd tuck in the water, and then go spit, and then you jump up and slam. That'll be his move. His third move, however, I think is going to be. Let's see, a charge attack. So he'll literally do like what is it? Tri-tips move where he goes slam, slam, then charges forward. So this one here, he just go, and then he just charge forward with his head down. And he just charge into you, and he'll have tusks. So he'll literally come in and just like charge and do like a head thing. So think head rush mixed with tri-tip for a move. So first move is slam, slam, slam. Second move is the water gun attack where you can do a combo attack where he spins the water and then slams down and shoots a tidal wave off. And then the third move is the charge attack. I just came up with that at the top of my head. You're welcome, Skylanders. Also, if you talk about that one and you take it, it's mine. I came up with it. His name is going to be I was going to say Frigifont, but that is from Yokai Watch. Toot. Toodletug, that's his name. Toodletug, the Water Skylander. Toodletug, the Elephant Water Skylander. There we go. You're welcome. Thank you, Cubby, for your comments. That was number 10. Number 11's on the way here now. It is from Ruben Halsley. I'm thinking this Halsley. Could you do a Skylander Reddit reviews maybe like once a week or something? 100% cannot do once a week. I'll promise you that one. I can barely keep up with my normal schedule now because I pre-record everything. I want to be able to do once a week. That's one of the main reasons Skylander Survivor hasn't come back, may not come back. Don't count on it though. Skylander Reddit reviews, I actually tried to do it. here's your fun fact of the day. I actually sat down and was recording a ton of videos on my computer one day. This was actually a week or two before I decided to take my break. And I sat down to record a bunch of computer stuff, recording on the computer here, and I started doing a Skylander Reddit review, and I realized that there's a lot of vulgarity on it, first of all. So it would have been a lot of editing on my end to do that. And I wasn't really entertained, is the best way to describe it. Look at me. If I look at the stuff, it's really well creative. It's really cool. A lot of people are talking about how they're getting their Skylanders. Some people do customs. They do all this stuff, and in my opinion, it's really great. And I've looked it up, and a lot of people have asked about SkyTubers or what should I watch for Skylander content. And a lot of people are saying me, and some people are saying they're my favorite. That I'm their favorite, and I'm just like, that's insane. That blows my mind. But yeah, it's one of those things where I don't see myself doing it because I don't really know what to say or do. Like with PewDiePie, for example, he does Reddit reviews or meme review. He makes it very creative and he has all this stuff, and his channel is like very limited when it comes to PG. Like it's like adult content in a way. Like he has his 9-year-old army, but like he has stuff censored and all this stuff, and he has all the time in the world because he has an editor to be able to do all that. And he records it and makes it funny. For myself, I don't really see myself making it funny. That's the best way to describe it. I see the appeal. I see why you guys want to do it. For me, I can't. Like, I don't see myself being able to do it. Now, I respect 100% everybody on Reddit. I am on Reddit, by the way. If anybody is wondering, I am on Reddit. I do not use my account, but it is Pushpin Gamer. It's my old YouTube account. I don't know if it is Pushpin Gamer. It's not Crash Rousel. So if you see Crash Rousel, Crash the Skylands, anyone else on Reddit that's not Pushpin Gamer claiming to be me, it's not me. It's not me. Okay? Like, basically, if you look at my Twitter, you'll see the only things I have that are me is my YouTube channel, my Gmail, my Twitter, which is at Crash Rousel. That's basically it. I'm at Crash the Skylands for PlayStation Network. Everything else is not me. If you have me on Discord, my profile photo is a fence with tools on it. That's me. No one else. Everyone else is fake. So if you see someone on Skylanders Reddit pretending to be me, it's fake. Call them out. Beat them up. But thank you, Ruben Halsey, for that. I'm sorry if that kind of let you down. I just know I wouldn't be able to do it once a week. That's the best way to describe it. So, yeah. Thank you very much for that comment. I 100% appreciate it. Number 12 is from Fudge Cake, who has a very cute doggy. Mickey, there's a doggy on the screen. She's sound to the world. Fudge Cake said, have you ever considered playing a different game on your channel as no new Skylander games are coming out? You're not wrong, unfortunately. Now, the newest one was Ring of Heroes. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people don't know this because a lot of you are new here, and when I tried it, it was actually when my channel was only at maybe 100 subscribers. Not even that. I think it was only at 60. I tried to incorporate Pokemon on my channel. Boy, that turned out great. I literally would upload a Skylander video, it would get, say, 20, 30 views. I'd upload a Pokemon video, I'd get like 2. I did a Golden Nuzlocke. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it, but the content did not go over well. Look at any other games on my channel. So I've uploaded a couple other stuff. I've done some Pokemon stuff. I've done some Animal Crossing stuff. I've done a couple odds and ends on the channel. Look how well they do versus my Skylander content. Skylander content gets 100 views within a minute. I upload something else, might get 100 views in about a week. My Animal Crossing video, I don't even think it's cracked 1,000 views. Because no one wants to see it. Because it's not what they came to my channel for. But if I upload a Skylander video the same day, that one would go over huge. So like Animal Crossing and Skylanders, like that. The only reason I don't consider playing a new game on the channel is because then I have to rebrand. And then the 8,000 people who subscribe to me don't want to see that. I mean, some of you might, Now the thing is, like, a lot of people, oh yeah, we definitely would, but I'm like, I don't know, my analytics said otherwise when I was doing it before, and anytime I mentioned any other video, it isn't. My other thing is I've actually thought about it, and if you guys are curious about it, and I will, I was thinking of doing a Sunday series where I play through just random games I enjoy. I was thinking the Spyro games, the first 3 on PlayStation. I was also thinking the Sly Cooper games, all 4 of them, doing those. And it'll be a Sunday series where I just upload every Sunday up like a 10 or 20 minute video of me just playing the game. It's just going to be doing my commentary and all that, but it has nothing to do with Skylanders. And if you have a general interest in it, let me know in the comments, and I will consider it. I'll look into it and consider doing that. But as of right now, no. I'm going to keep going with Skylander content until I decide one day that I'm done with this. It may happen. Who knows? Let's be honest here. But yeah, that's why I haven't uploaded any other content on the channel, because no one wants to see it. But thank you very much, Fudge Cake and your cute dog, for the comment. We're going to go to our next one here. Oh yeah, lots of great names. We have, number 13 is Oinker the Pig. Good name. What is your least favorite adventure pack level? Mine's the ice one. Oh, I'm probably right. You don't like that one? My least favorite adventure pack is the Griffin Park Observatory. I cannot stand that level. There's no possible humanly way to beat that level on its first go if you've never played it before. If you picked up this game and you picked it up blind and you went to play this level and you completed 100%, you're a liar. There's no way you complete the first try, and that's one thing I can't stand. It took me 4 times to beat the level 100% the first time, and the third and the fourth time, I was using walkthroughs. The third one I used the walkthrough and I somehow missed it, and then I had to restart the whole level again so I could go and get the one piece I missed. It is a stressful level. It is very weird. There's also one point there's a random barbarian out of nowhere, and you're like, why do I have to fight this thing? Why is it there? Why is it so strong? I don't understand why the main barbarian is super strong. But regardless, though, it's one of those levels that's just infuriating to be infuriating. It's not fun. It's not creative. It's just lame. I cannot stand the Griffin Park Observatory. Thank you, Orange the Pig. I don't want to go into more detail because I don't want to try to be negative, you know? I'm having some good times here. You don't want to do that. So unfortunately, the next question is also an adventure pack level. So the big thing about this one is I did do a top 5 on it, so I'm not going to go through it. So I'm going to give you a little shout out. David Davidson, thank you so much for your comment. He asked about my favorite and least favorite adventure packs. I just said Griffin Park Observatory for least favorite, and my favorite is in my top 5, so go check that one out. So sorry I'm not really getting more into your comment there, David, but thank you for leaving a comment regardless. I appreciate it. All right, number 14. We only got 9 left, baby. Nope, 11 left. I can't count. Connor Stanton, who has the emoji on. What are your thoughts on a potential Spyro's Adventure remake? Hopeful. I'm thinking next year, since Activision is kind of on the ball when it comes to remasters and remakes. I mean, look at all the remasters and remakes they've done over the last whole while. They did Crash Bandicoot, went over huge. Spyro went over huge. CTR went over huge. Tony Hawk Pro Skater went over huge. And look at all the other remakes that are going over pretty well, like Medieval. SpongeBob for some reason. There's Beyond Good and Evil coming out soon. A lot of these games that are like remakes or remasters of the original game is going over huge. And Activision is probably going to capitalize on that. So imagine them releasing Skylanders Spyro's Adventure and re-releasing the figures. Imagine in 2021 or 2022 a returning of Skylander hunting. Imagine in a year or two's time, you could be going out to your local toy stores and game shops and collecting figurines again. Wouldn't that be sick? I'm hopeful about that. I'm hopeful that in 10 years they're going to do a 10-year anniversary and re-release Spyro's Adventure for the new consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One. Who knows? They might even do the first 3 games on it. Maybe they'll do like a bundle pack, you know, have Spyro's Adventure, Giants, and Swap Force. I'm thinking maybe just Spyro's Adventure and Giants and have just a remaster and then re-release all the figures. Or they might do the card thing, as I've seen that's becoming a new thing, like the Amiibo cards for Animal Crossing. Sorry, I got something going on my finger there. That's one of the things that looks like could be a potential. But regardless, that could still be Skylar Hunt going out and collecting cards, you know? I'm going to have to save them my money for that. But yeah, I'm hopeful on a new one. As I mentioned, we did that video on the channel where I discussed a potential Skylander 7 where there was real leaks and stuff, and I discussed it through my friend Portal Master. I'm hopeful. Right now, I don't think there's going to be a new Skylander 7 game. No way. Remake or remaster? I'm hopeful. And then if that goes over well, potential Skylanders 7. Because, I mean, look at it. Crash Bandicoot got the remaster with that and the CTR. A new game came out this year, and it was really hard. But if the rumors are true, there's a Spyro game coming out next year. And that could be Spyro's Adventure, which is going to disappoint a lot of people, but not us. So yeah, Connor, I am very hopeful for it. But thank you very much for your comment. We're going to get to number 50 now. We only get 10 comments left after this one. It is Hordak. What is your favorite variant besides Blue Bash? Please include a photo. No photo. It's going to be Gnarly T-Rex. I can show you Gnarly Barkley. That's what I'll do. I'll grab Gnarly Barkley. He's right over here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Here's my photo. Is it? Oh god, look at the shine though. There we go. Gnarly Barkley. So Gnarly T-Rex is my favorite. I think he has the coolest design, and this is coming from a guy who just had a big rant about Scarlet Ninjini being better than regular Ninjini. But Gnarly T-Rex is hands down my favorite. He also says your favorite variant besides Blue Bash. I can't stand Blue Bash. Which is funny, you guys might not believe that. He's one of those variants that don't show up in the game. He's very rare. He looks cool since he's crystal blue. But no, it's not what I like. I want a variant that'll show up in game, which is like Gnarly Barkley or Gnarly T-Rex. So that one is my favorite variant, 100%. What do I got going on here? 147. Just check and see what time it is, because I gotta get going around 2:30. I just realized. So yeah, thank you so much for your comment there, Hordak. I hope that answers it for you. I hope that surprised you too. It's like Blue Bash isn't your favorite. I've said it before though. But thank you, Hordak, for your comment. Next up, we have number 16. Logical Ruin. Potatoes or sweet potatoes? Oh, we're getting personal now. We're gonna break this down. All right, we gotta get metaphysical here, ladies and gentlemen. Sweet potatoes are fantastic for sweet potato fries. You dip it in the spicy mayo. It is amazing. But potatoes can make so much good stuff. Like French fries, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, a potato to sleep on. Sweet potatoes are my favorite. I love that mashed potatoes can make fries and all that stuff, but you have to take potatoes and make them into other things to make them better. With sweet potato fries, you just cut them up, fry them, or bake them, and then you're good to go. Sweet potato I could probably pick up and also eat too. I do love sweet potatoes. I don't really go out of my way every time to get sweet potatoes as a side dish because they're kind of expensive. My camera is going to run out of film now, so I'm going to have to stop this in between. You're not going to notice that anyways. But yeah, I'm going to have to go with sweet potatoes over regular potatoes. Because if I eat regular potatoes, I need gravy and butter on it too. So that answers your question. Hope that answers your question, Logical Ruin. It's going to be a 2-second gap here between of me just switching it over. You're not going to see any difference, so I'll be back in literally 2 seconds. Alright, so we're back. As you can see, I moved this thing a little bit more because the light was shining right into my eyes and I didn't want to deal with that. So, Logical Ruin, we just finished your comment. Thank you so much. We are hopping into the next question here now. Who's it going to be? It is Met0124. Do you think they're going to make a Skylanders 7? By the way, I'm so excited you are back. I'm not really back though. I'm returning in February. But regardless, do you think you're going to make a Skylanders 7? I just mentioned I'm going to go into a little more detail about it, so I'm going to actually have this question as a question. Again, I don't think they're going to make a Skylanders 7 anytime soon. I don't think it's going to be happening within the next year or two or anything like that. But I got a feeling we're going to have a remaster, and the popularity and the success of that remaster is going to affect how Skylanders 7 comes out. So I got a feeling that, yes, there is potentially hope for a Skylanders 7. And I mean, those leaks that you've seen online that randomly happen out of nowhere, why would someone bring that up now of all points? So they're definitely discussing that, and I think they're going to go with the remaster option and go from there. That's what I'm thinking. So yes, I think there is potential to make a Skylanders 7, but it all depends on the success and the actual release of, the Spyro's Adventure remake or remaster if that comes out. So yes, that's my hope, Matt. Thank you for also wishing me back. I'll be back very soon in February. Don't you worry about that. With weekly videos. Ooh, am I lying? Like 4 times a week. 4/5. I'm going to say 4 because I may run out of Saturday videos. But yes, thank you so much, Matt, for your comment there. We're going to get into question number 18 here now with Waffle Gaming. I like hitting it off my head. Waffle Gaming, how many Skylanders do you have in total? Too many to count. So I do have every single Skylander from the original franchise. So I have Jingle Bell, Chompy Mage, and Cobra and King Cobra Kadabra, so that technically counts. But I have all those Skylanders, so add those together. I basically have every single variant. I have a lot of doubles. I have literally a container over there full of Skylanders I'm giving away to you guys. I have 3 containers full of other Skylanders that are variants. I have my 3 containers of Skylanders that I am using for Odyssey Half Hours. I have my Series 2 Skylanders in a Bowl. On top of that, because they're part of this new series I got coming out next year, I have all my Skylers are on display along with customs that have been made for me. I have a couple other ones that are still in boxes. I have my Elites. I have too many to count. There may be one day where I actually will count them. That'll be a great video. Counting all my Skylanders. That'll be a great video. Maybe. If you guys want to see that for some reason, let me know. But yeah, I can't say, but just know that I have about 400/500, I'm thinking. I think I have at least 400, but I may be close to the 500, just because there's so many Skylers in my room alone, in just this room. I don't think I have any Skylers anywhere else. No, all my Skylers are in this one room alone. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. I say minimum 300, maximum 400, maybe hitting 500. We'll see. Maybe one day I'll count them. But thank you so much for your comment. I have a lot of Skylers. I can't really count every single one of them. Maybe in a video I will. Well, thank you for your comment. Next up is question number 19. It is from Serbian Skylanders. Serbian Skylands came up again. So let's skip that one. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. Sky Kid 72 Drawer is, if you could get rid of one Skylander, who would it be? P.S. It can't be Sprocket. Vornado. Or at least make him better. But I think I don't like Sprocket at all, but I think Sprocket is good for the whole aesthetic of Skylers because she's a likable character. For some reason, people like her. I'm not going to say Jetpack 2 because I have a whole new respect for Jetpack, but I'm going to go with Vornado. I just don't think he's a great Skylander. He has a great look to him. If I'm actually thinking about it, he's kind of just basic. He's just a turtle that rides on a tornado. A turtle-nado. A Warnado. A tornado. A turdnator. What? Turdnado? Regardless, I don't think Vornado should be a Skylar. I think they could have done a lot better or made him a lot more visually appealing. So I'm thinking Vornado, if I had to say. I'm just not a fan of him. After the Hansi Half Hour, I've just lost a lot of respect for him. I just don't think he's a great Skylander. Everybody's got their own opinions. But yeah, I would get rid of Vornado. I replace him with another Air Skylander, definitely a lot better one, since the other three that came out of that game are very unique and have, huge aesthetic to them. Whirlwind, for example, I mean, everyone loves Whirlwind. Like, it's a huge favorite now. Lightning Rod, I absolutely love Fluffy Butt. And, Sonic Boom, the original Mama. And then there's Vornado. So yeah, I would get rid of Vornado, get something new. That would be my guess. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that would be my guess. It's going to be Vornado. Thank you so much for your comments, SkyKid72 Drawer. We're going to continue on here now. We are hitting episode number 20. We're almost there, boys. Sans7342. It's Undertale, baby. You love Undertale? Yeah, I do love Undertale. I played it once. It was really good. Who are your favorite Skylanders from each element? All right, let's break it down. Earth, Bash. Fire, Spitfire. Magic. Would it be Spyro? I'm missing a very obvious one. I don't realize it. Spyro, I guess. I guess I gotta go with Spyro. Default it. I'm looking at all the other ones. Yeah, Spyro. Spyro for Magic. Tech would be Chain Reaction. Water would be... Who would my favorite water Skylander be? I know you're like, Crash, you've literally said it before. You know this. I'm actually looking around to see if it's here for some reason. Do I have it? Have I? What? Who's my favorite water Skylander? Gil, I guess? Oh no, Punk Shock. Hanoi. Sorry. Undead is going to be Pit Boss. I love Pit Boss. He's great. Who else do we have? Did I say Life? No, I haven't said Life Skylander. Life would be... Actually, I'm not sure. Not Ambush. Not Chocolate Mage. Who's the other Life one? Boom Bloom. Oh, I love Boom Bloom. Oh, Thrillipede. Thrillipede's probably my favorite Life. Now, this is like very niche because you're going to be like, this is not who you pick for each one. But this is just me just thinking on top of my head, okay? What elements is it? Oh, light is Nightlight. Dark is Blackout. Is it Blackout? No, who's Dark? Yeah, still Blackout. Never mind. Hadoi. Oh wait, Starcast is there too. Nah, still pick Blackout. What elements been missing? Oh, Air. Air, I'd probably pick Swarm, maybe? Swarm. Yeah. I think that's everything. Yeah. Oh, Undead is Eyebrawl. Eyebrawl over Pit Boss. I'm looking at the thing here, just trying to figure it out. Yeah, this is a very loose list. That's what you gotta go with. Don't take all these to heart. If I ever do every ranked, that's what I'm gonna go with. So you'll know that one officially. I'm gonna do every element ranked. So, yeah, right now, just know my favorite Skylanders Bash. Thank you so much, Sans, for your comment. I hope you beat the player at some point. I got Serbian Skylands again. Why do you keep popping up? Someone needs to go subscribe to that person. Oh, I got Matt again. Or we're getting some of the same comments again, as I realized. There we go. All right, Brogan. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a great question. Brogan, who has a Jibanyan from Yokai Watch thing. Where did you get your catchphrase, and it's time to crash the Skylands? So I guess my intro. Greetings, fellow Postmasters. I'm Crash Razzle, and it's once again time to crash the Skylands with another, you know? So again, this is actually a good question. So when I started doing videos way back when, I always knew that I wanted to have not only a catchy name, but a catchy intro / outro. So I want to have something that people would hear right away and know it's me, or recite back, or whenever I were to greet someone, I could literally say that, you know? And what I don't really remember how I came up with the actual thing, like, well, Greetings fellow Portamasters came from Eon. So literally I just took Eon's word. He says, Greetings fellow Portamasters, I am Eon. So I decided to go with that and say, Greetings fellow Portamasters, I am Crash. So remember, so imagine Eon going, Greetings fellow Portamasters, I am Crash Razzle. And it's once again time to crash the Skylands is very similar because my name is Crash and I crash the Skylands by playing Skylanders, so it's time to crash the Skylands, and I go with another. So that's how I came with it. I don't remember how it actually came up, like the real story, like was I sitting down when they said, oh, genius! But I think it was just like, I thought that was a catchy thing. And but for as always, I bid you farewell. I have no clue where I came up with that one. I don't remember when I started doing that. I don't remember how that one came to be, especially with the face wipe. I don't remember when I started doing this, but now it's like second nature to me. Leave a like and a comment below, but as always, I bid you farewell. Like, it's second nature to me now, and I don't remember where that came from. I don't even know in the game if they say I bid you farewell. So I'm not sure. But for my intro, it was literally one day I just said it and it all linked together, and that's where I came up with it. So Master Eon's intro where it says, Greetings fellow Postmasters, I am Eon. That's where I got Greetings fellow Postmasters, I am Crash Razzle, and Crash the Skylands from my username, where my name is Crash, and the Skylands, Crash the Skylands. It rolls off well. But thank you very much for that. That was one question I was not expecting to read, so I was very happy to be able to do that, because for myself, I always like to have a kind of intro type thing where I hear other people, like, ignite the fire. It says, I've got a spark that'll ignite the fire. And I'm just like, that's sick. That's sick, bro. But thank you very much, Brogan, for your comment. That is really awesome. I wasn't expecting to read that comment. So, thank you very much. Number 22 is from Judas ANSNRW. Answer. You say it fast. What's your favorite Skylanders music piece, and of course, why? So, here's your fun fact. I play Skylanders on mute most of the time. And by mute, it's just I'm usually watching something else while I'm playing it, unless I'm actually playing the game. My favorite music piece is the intro of Spyro's Adventure. My outro. It's so good. That's the best way to describe it. It's one of the songs where if you hear it, you recognize the song. If you're a fan of Skylanders. Should I do this? Gives you a little bit more light. Yeah, do that now while the video's almost over. That's the one thing that I realize when it comes on, it just sounds good. It just feels good. And you're just like, it's like catchy. It's got a little bit of anticipation to it. It builds up. I think it's by Hans Zimmer too. So like, you know, it's got a good name behind it. But yeah, that's probably my favorite I had to pick. I do also enjoy Chill Bill's stuff. It's not and of course, Blastertrons is pretty sick too. But Chill Bills is probably my favorite. I did used to have that at the end of the Trapmaster Lock videos, or Mini Lock, one of them, until the song got copyrighted. So, but yeah, those are probably my two favorites. And it's just because they're catchy. It's something that you heard the first time and you knew, I'm going to leave that off, you knew that it was something that you're going to enjoy. That's the best way to describe it. So thank you so much, Judas, there for your comment. We're down to the final three, baby. What do we got here? We have... Oh, it's my boy Duracell! Alright, so if you guys don't know, me and Duracell go way back. He has been on the channel for a long time. He's a moderator in my chat. He's donated lots of money to me. I've been able to pay rent because of Duracell. Thank you! As you know, I am going to turn this on. There we go. Duracell asks, hey Crash, I hope you had a good year and a good Christmas. Well, the time of me recording this, I have not had my Christmas yet, but I know it's going to be a good one. My parents are coming into town. I'm with my beautiful girlfriend and my doggy, and it's just going to be a good time. So I can tell you I'm going to have a good one, and this year has been a hard one, not going to lie, but I got through it. That's all that matters. My question, will you ever do more music? So for you guys who may be new to the channel, I am a musician. I'm a singer. I do play a little bit of bass, a little bit of drums, but I am a singer. So I used to do covers all the time on my Facebook account, my personal one, but I haven't done one in a while just because I feel like I didn't want to. So as right now, will you ever do more music? I can't say no. I'm not going to put any more music on YouTube because of the fact that the copyright is insane on there. And I don't think I'm ever going to release an album unless I do it with a band. Like if I were to team up with other people and we were to release a song together, and it would be an original or like an original cover where the song wouldn't get copyrighted, you know? So as of right now, it's up in the air. I don't think I'm going to do any more music. You're not going to see it here on YouTube unless I do something with another person and say, hey, here's my here's my music, you should check it out. But no, as of right now, no new videos on YouTube for music, no new albums, no covers, anything like that. But in the future, we'll see. So thank you, Duracell, for that. Duracell actually really enjoyed my album, if I'm not mistaken. I have a side project I worked on called Hollow Owl, and that was an album I released. I released 5 covers, and I was going to release a second album, but then I just didn't do it. So that's what he's wondering about it. So thank you, Duracell, for that comment. I'll do a live stream someday so you can pay me again. Next up, we have, this one was already answered, unfortunately. Christian Gibson, thank you so much for your comment. You did ask if there was any more Skylander games. I did discuss it, the potential of Skylander 7 and the remakes. So I do appreciate your comment, though, so much. Thank you so much for leaving it. But yeah, as of right now, I do think there's going to be future games as long as a remaster does well. Remaster first, then 7 if possible. So we'll leave that one. I already clicked the thing, so I'll leave it. It's Nico Bellic. The Nico Bellic from Grand Theft Auto 4 is leaving me a comment. I didn't know he was a Skylander fan. What is your favorite level in Skylanders Imaginators? This is a good one. Mushroom River. And you're going to be like, that's a very interesting one, Crash. So if you did see last year's Crashmas, I did do a series where I played my favorite level with my favorite Skylander from the game. And yeah, I played the Mushroom River. And I really like that level just because it's a very linear level, has a little bit of spots where you can go outside, it has a lot of comedy with Eruptor drinking the water and he vomits everywhere. The enemies aren't that tough. It's a good little level to be able to do some quick level ups and get a lot of money. And that's why I play that level all the time for when I'm leveling up my Imaginators or getting the money for them. It's a very fun level. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing amazing. It's not the craziest level. Like everybody's like, Golden Arcade's the best though. And I'm like, it is pretty fun, but it gets boring because you're just playing the same minigame every time you get there. And then there's your side minigames you can do. With this one here, you literally just go from point A to point B and you just have a fun time in between. And sometimes the battles are different. And the Battle Gong one, that's actually probably my favorite Sensei Battle Gong in the entire game. So Nico Bellic, I hope that answered your question for you. It is Skylanders Imaginators. Thank you so much for your comment. It is now time for the final comment. Ladies and gentlemen, number 25. I will turn this back here, get that out of the way. We have our final comment. It is from Superman69. Do you think there will be another guest Skylander in the next Skylanders game if there is another? Good question ended on, in my opinion. Last 3 games, we've had guest stars. No, Trap Team, did we have guest stars? No, we didn't. No, never mind. We never had anyone Trap Team. Superchargers, we had Donkey Kong and Bowser. That was when Nintendo was introducing their Amiibos. I mean, look at Amiibos. They're still friggin' going. They introduced them. And then in Imaginators, they released Crash and Cortex for the entire world to play. I got a feeling that, yes, there could be another guest star in the new game because if they do release a Skylanders 7, they're going to need someone to kind of build a repertoire with to get new fans in. They don't want to have the original fans just coming back and getting it because they're all a little bit older and they probably won't want to play it, or maybe they'll play it for nostalgic reasons, but it won't go over well. But if they sell the game with, say, a certain new character that's doing well in Activision or something like that, it could work. Or a character that is there that's been doing for a while, you know, or like a classic character from Activision coming back. I can't tell you who. I do think there would be another guest star. I can see them having another character, even if he's not playable, just an NPC where you team up with the character. I can see them bringing back Crash and Coco from the newer games, or even Tanya. I can actually see Tanya being a Skylander, if I think about it. So there we go. You're not asking that question. I think it's Tanya. I think they should bring in Tanya from the new Crash Bandicoot game. Or Dingo Dial. Yeah. But Cortex and Crash is already in it. Coco won't be in it, but I can see her being like a side character where you can talk to her and stuff. But yeah, I'd like to see Tanya or Dingo Dial from Crash Bandicoot 4 in the new Skylanders game. So yeah, I potentially think there will be a new guest star if they do a 7 because they need the people new people trying out the game. But yeah, there we go. 25 questions. Thank you so much for all your questions. Again, if I never answer your question, please don't be disappointed. I'm going to leave it in the comments. I'm going to go to the comment of this video, of that video where the questions are, and I'm going to actually reply to your comments. That's the thing. And you can also leave comments in this one too. I will also reply to those comments. And I did ask you to do a lot of stuff while you're down there. So thank you so much for the last year. I'm sorry that I took some time off and disappeared out of nowhere and left you all high and dry. Again, I'm very sorry for that, but looking at it now, you can see why. I have 4 series on the way. Right now, at this very moment, I have 84 video clips being rendered. We are halfway through the rendering process, actually, of me with new series. And all through the rest of December here now with me filming this, when I'm filming it, and all of January, I'm going to be sitting down editing those videos so I can return at the beginning of February. Or hopefully one of the first weeks of February. The big thing, however, is I can't give you an exact date of my return in February. And you wish it was January, I know. But as of right now, everything that's going on in my personal life when it comes to... Everything's good. Don't worry about that. When it comes to where I live, I'm not sure if I'm going to be still living in this spot in the next year, like the first year. We're still discussing that with the landlords and such. So we're still in the general area with that too. So I can't say like January, oh, we're back, baby, and then find out I can't upload because I don't have internet for a little while or something like that. So at least if I do February, it gives me enough time to have the videos ready to upload, good to go. They're backlogged, ready to go for all this. And that's the biggest thing. But you will have a video of me announcing my return, saying, hey guys, I'm back. And this is the day I'm returning. So the first day you're going to have a brand new Monday video of a new series. It's pretty sick. Thank you all. For 8,000 subscribers, this has been a crazy year. The channel has increased rapidly. I'm actually making legitimate money off of this too, so this could turn into a career, just saying. Turn into a full-time YouTuber at some point. It's wild. Looking back at, the last, coming on 6 years of Crash the Skylands in March, the end of March, it will be 6 years of Crash the Skylands. And it's crazy. It's been crazy. These last 6 years has been one of the best, if not the best, in my life, I gotta say. This year was a hard one, 2020. Mentally, physically, all of it. It's been a hard time for me in personal and YouTube life and all of that, but we made it through. And we're going to be ringing in a new year with 2021, and hopefully this will be the better one. Thank you so much for this. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you get your question answered in the future by me, which it will be, because I'll be leaving it in the I'll be commenting on all of them. I'm going to say starting tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow or the next day, I'll be starting to comment on all your things and replying to comments and all that. I might make a day of it on January 2nd and just start replying to comments all day. I think the girlfriend's working, so I got nothing else better to do. But yes, I will be back in February. Be patient, be positive, and of course, stay healthy. Stay happy, because you deserve it. For the last one of 2020, ladies and gentlemen. But as always, I bid you farewell.